Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's so good to have you here. Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. We've been doing book reviews for the last few videos now, and I've taken in a side series, like a mini series of doing kids book reviews. But today I would like to bring you back to the family favorites, more of the adult books of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. I did do like a short introduction, like just a mini introductory video for the first episode. So if you want to go back, you can go there. I'll probably put the link below in the description, just as like, it's just mainly the introduction. But today I would like to not too deep, but I would like to introduce a topic in the book, which is one of the habits. It's habit 4, I believe. Oh, I should remember that. But it is habit 4. I was right. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People again. As you can see, I've mentioned it in the past that this book has been very well loved by my husband. Stephen's an amazing teacher. He's actually a teacher of like CEOs, presidents, and he's great. And this book is amazing. It really helps you develop yourself, develop your character, develop your habits, which is, I find, to be very, very worthwhile. So yeah, I talked a bit more about it in the introduction, so do check that out. I didn't talk too much anyways. Just a quick recap is Stephen doesn't claim any of these habits to be his own, so these are kind of just world laws, he likes to call them. So it's just whatever you do, there's going to be repercussions to it. So develop some habits, guys. Yep. that's basically the quick overview. But yeah, there's 7 habits, and I did talk a bit more about that. But today I would like to talk about habit number 4, which is in part 3 of the public victory. So up here is the I don't know if you can actually see this. I don't know if it's flipped. I don't know. But yeah, if you could see that. The top part in part 2 is private victories, and the third part 3, is for public victories, which is what I'd like to talk to you first about today, is the think win-win for habit 4. And this habit is actually something that really helped our relationships, not just me and my husband's, but even me and my kids and friends. And just the way Stephen described it was, this could be used across all areas of life. Like, it's just crazy how much these habits can apply throughout your life. I can't express enough. Like, there's just so many thoughts going through my head right now. It's kind of like, which one do I talk about, because there's just so many. But just think about a business setting. If you think win-win in mind, I don't know. I don't want to give it away too much, but let me start with telling you a story. Okay, so basically, the way that I feel like most of us are programmed, and especially me, we're programmed to think win-lose or lose-lose. Like, if we can't or just, it's mainly win-lose. I find that is like the most ingrained in our conscious. So whenever I would talk to my kids, as an example, sometimes we would go to the option of, oh, if you don't do this, then you don't get that. So that's like kind of like the threat option, but not necessarily a threat. It could also just be like, oh, if you don't make your bed, you're not gonna get screen time later, or something like that. Like, that's just an example, right? So you do chores and you get this particular outcome. So that's a win-lose situation. So if you don't make your bed, then you will lose the outcome of having screen time. That's a win-lose mentality. That's a win-lose mentality, which is something that we don't want. And Stephen has a beautiful graph, which I should have. I need to be more prepared for these videos, shouldn't I? Which I should have just like at least bookmarked so I can just show you. But Stephen has like a beautiful graph of win-win, win-lose, lose-win, and what to do about it. Because I don't know, when I first heard this habit, and my husband Joel, he actually recommended that I go through. Oh, it is bookmarked. I just didn't see it. So this is the little graph, and I love that it has graphs. Is anyone else a visual learner? I'm a visual learner. Well, apparently, side topic, fun fact. Apparently, the whole like learning theory, where it's like you're a visual learner, an auditory learner, and like just different methods of learning. Apparently, that's not accurate. Apparently, there's no actual scientific evidence backing up that theory. I mean, I don't believe it. I mean, I like to reference it. Like, I do like to, learn better visually, but apparently there's no scientific evidence backing that up. Fact check me. Send me an article if you could find one. It'd be interesting. But yes, so this is the graph. This is the beautiful, beautiful graph. And there's, over here is low consideration and high consideration. So that's lose, lose. And here we have courage. Low courage and high courage. So in between low courage and low consideration, you have lose. And in between high courage and low consideration, you have the win-lose, which is what? Oh, actually, there's win-lose and there's also lose-win. Lose-win. What's lose-win? I forgot what that means. I'm so focused on win-lose. So you lose something to win something. I gotta go back. And we'll talk more about that later. Put me up on this. So there's low courage and high consideration is a lose-win. Oh yes, that's right. So low courage and high consideration is lose-win. So lose-win is basically when you're pushover. Like when you just a people pleaser. That's lose-win. That's right. I remember now. Lose-win is people-pleasing, like sacrificing my mental health, my capacity in order for you to win. Whereas win-lose is I'm going to win and you're going to lose. So make your bed, I win, or you lose screen time, right? So this really, like I knew this. I knew you shouldn't be threatening your kids or bribing your kids or just doing all these things to your kids. But just really hearing the whole win-win paradigm again is like so refreshing. Oh, and here's the cherry on the cake. Here's just the beautiful sprinkles. Win-win or no deal. Who would have thought? Win-win or no deal, right? So it's either Stephen does this in a very well business setting that I would like to mimic because I haven't worked in like a long time. I'm studying. I'm doing a psychology degree, but I haven't actually worked. I actually have an internship today. We'll see if I start working by the next video. But yeah, internship in like an hour. I mean, an interview for an internship in an hour. Anyways, win-win or no deal. In a business setting, you could go into a business, you can go into a meeting. I don't know much about meetings and business deals, but I imagine you go inside and you say, here, these are my deals, this is what I want, and then the person that's going to accept the deal looks it over and be like, they either come up with a plan where we both win, or they say, no, I don't agree, you need to compromise this. So you're losing something. Like you're kind of like telling them you need to lose something. Whereas if you can just communicate in a way where you both win, or just say, I'm sorry, we can't have a deal, not because I don't want to make it a deal, but because I don't think it's fair for both of us that we both don't get what we want. So no deal. And the no deal is so liberating. Like that blew my mind. Like just no deal. Like we don't have to do anything that we both don't want or we're both not happy with. So it just comes down to pure communication and character, right? So you have to have a really I don't want to say good character. Like what does that actually mean? What does it mean to have a good character, right? But just to be understanding. So before this, going back again, Stephen also talks about who you are as a person and your paradigm and working interdependently instead of independently, because we are in a interdependent society, which people usually get confused. But yeah, interdependence, win-win or no deal. Mind-blowing. It's so simple, yet so hard to master. And I'm still working on it today. But I'll talk more on it next time. if you like this. Do let me know. Comment down below and like and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks. Bye.